Okay, we're going to be doing fashion. And since the changes to the facial structure and features of the operator and drifter, we have not recovered. It is difficult to look at my drifter more so than my operator. My operator is very similar to the original fashion that I designed for it, but the drifter looks wildly different. And never have I ever done fashion on my drifter. It's been a long time since I've done fashion. I suppose it's better now than ever. We've gone through the trouble of saving screenshots of all of the appearance factors, and now we can just kind of freely mess around with them. Nervous excitement, to say the least. Fashion is not something that I really like to do. It's just something that, kind of has to be done. Facial accessories. When I did the look, which is not what this is, DE making a improvement on realism for facial features, more so than it is my personal bias. There were not a lot of options available, or rather, magnitudes greater. We have maybe 10 times more options, somewhere around that, probably more, when it comes to doing fashion, not just for the facial features, but also for the armor, the look. I'm satisfied with this look. I never really want to change it, and I said that about my operator in general. But this little look here, with the limited options that I had at the time, I'm quite satisfied with. I think it looks cool. It helps with the immersion. But the face, oh, the face. We really, 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 really have to work on that. Ear accessories. Do any of these show through here? I believe they're all hidden, right? Are there any of these that will show? We're going to run maybe this, paradox of choice for fashion for about 15 minutes, and then we're going to get going. Other things to do today. So no earpieces can impact the helmet here. Optima Oculus, these have to stay what it is. It's nice to take a look at all the other options though. Let's see. Yeah. None of these options are familiar to me, which is kind of cool. The more options we have, the more fun we can have in personalization. Nerd glasses, look at those. Those glasses look sick, actually. Infested. These glasses bug me. That's cool. Visage. I don't even want to try to read these names. That looks cool. Eye patch. Glasses are awkward. Those look nice. I like those. Those like camo kind of. These are sunglasses for like the beach, for like ski-doo, like sea sports, water sports. Okay. So many fashion options. I certainly won't be messing about with any of these because I want to have these little Optima Oculus intact here. So we're not going to be making any changes to the, what is this called? Transference suit? Facial accessories. So we'll keep track of what we're getting through here. Facial. Okay, so we've done facial accessories. Let's keep going. Transference suit. Hazmat tech. Purchase info. Is it me, or does this not look like what I'm wearing? This is so funny. Maybe there's a way to wear it up or down. Well, we'll go through these options. So the two things that stand out to me when it comes to the changes made for realism is the nose. The nose isn't such a vast difference here on the operator, but on the drifter, it's really, really, really pronounced and flat, which is fine if that's your thing. It isn't what I would go for. So we have to keep this. We won't be able to change the Haztec mask. The vent kit stuff. I've had many complaints over the years when it comes to Warframe. But it's been one of those circumstances where, because of how much I enjoy and appreciate the design, there's a lot to criticize. There's a lot to love, and I don't spend enough time maybe giving praise to the team and what they've done, you know, to create this environment. It's important to give constructive criticism, positive feedback is helpful. And criticizing something without providing an alternative is toxic. And I mean that wholeheartedly. If a person spends a great deal of time focused on what's wrong without providing a solution, I think it's just a bad habit. It brings everybody down, doesn't uplift anything, and doesn't help with problem solving, doesn't lend to a meaningful solution. These are cool. I like those. See, why does this goth hood not show as a hood? There's got to be some option that I'm utilizing that like removes the hood. Grand Carnus. See, now nothing's showing up for this, right? There's got to be an option where you can enable or disable the hood, or have it like pulled back. No changes to be made there. There we go. Hood opened or hood closed. I remember testing this out and being like, oh, this sucks. I'm never using this. But with the hood open, it just gives like more of like a traditional like Air Force pilot kind of look to it. Vodcurus. I don't think we're going to change these, but I do want to look through them. I wonder if this has an option for open or closed as well. So much detail, so complex. That looks clean. Wow. Zeramin suit. So excessive. Coats like that are only really useful in cold weather. Maybe if there's like a lot of rain. Just find the nature of movement on an operator to be kind of like, well, this is a lot. This is doing too much. Have you ever been on a hike? Like, you don't want to be on a hike carrying that, right? It's just the way that I look at it. Less is more sometimes. Although, especially when it comes to Ciandana, it took a long time for me playing about with some of the more shower curtain style capes and such. before I realized, oh, it's just, you know, it's doing too much. This looks cool. This reminds me of Birdie. This is like Birdie from Street Fighter. Kind of like leather jacket vibes. Like Billy Idol stuff. Leather jackets. Okay. Cool options. Pauldrons. Smelter pauldrons. I like that there's one portion of the arm that has more of like a technologically advanced component to it, because in terms of communication, it does seem like canon to have something like that there. So I don't want both arms to be bare. What are the options that have come out since we've done fashion? Let's find out. Let's take a look here. Oh wow, that's kind of cool. Emissary sleeves. So I wonder what this emissary looks. Emissary completed fashion looks like. Does it just make the entire thing look like this? It's like a stone gargoyle or something. Ooh, Aztec pauldrons. It's too much. A little too bulky. Event kid stuff. Ripped. This looks pretty cool, actually. It makes her look so much more yoked. This physique, though. It's like so streamlined, and then like mega bulky arms. It reminds me of Scaride, the anime manga series. This looks. I actually think this looks sick. Operator Dex sleeves. Smelter pauldrons. Right. That's what we're using now. Too basic. Vent rat, not bad. Void shell sleeves. These look cool. Zeraman sleeves. One of these days we'll have to return to like designing, or rather hodgepodging a bunch of different fashion items together on the BCD loadouts, so that we can play around with the fashion. It has been a very long time since we've messed about with all the options, and obtaining them is definitely part of my endgame. So little by little, we will get back to a position where we can just play around with fashion. Or the armors. This looks like Fashion Week for like a major like fashion company. These baggy like trash bag shoulders. Don't like it. Chimeras gloves. Awkward. Okay. These look cool. Feldune sleeves. These are clean. Lone Rider. Don't like those too much. This looks like a sweater. Whoa. Grand Carnus sleeves. That's a lot, but it looks cool. Looks very regal. Grunge sleeves. Okay. Looks like a plaid sweater. Harrier sleeves. Harrier looks nice. Outrider. Nope. Stormfall. Nah. Kuberdon Vent Kid Greaves. I like these pants not only because they have like this punk aspect to it with the baggy belt, but these little kneecaps, like these knee guards, it reminds me of Clem every time I see them. Gricata, yes. Whoa. Sino Greaves, very different. Ah, this is that gargoyle look, the emissary. Aztec Greaves, too much. That looks very Jester, Joker-like. Very happy with those. Manduka leggings. Very much too much. Those shoes are so clunky looking. Burrito leggings. Auber. Yeah, not so much. It's kind of cute, but... Okay, keep moving on here. Sauba Greaves? That's kind of cool for streetwear. Athletic leggings. Interesting. Chimerist boots. These shoes are way too long. These pants are too baggy. And the shoes are clogs, basically. So we're not going to be changing any pants either. Goth leggings. I like those chains. This is cool. Grunge leggings, because it's got like that Doc Martin look. It's very punk. You still got the chain there too. Harrier legs. Okay. Outrider. Whoa, way too bulky. Stormfall pants. So yeah, won't be changing anything there. Waistband. Maybe there's a waistband that has come out that we can apply without, you know, negatively impacting the look that we have here. The whole intent was that, okay, you know, this whole Space Ninja thing, operator schmovement, and having as much technology built into a light space is like the agenda. And so all of this extra clunky stuff doesn't seem very logical considering how vastly advanced technology is in this landscape. So I didn't want something that was too bulky. It didn't seem like it's hard to recognize the same game state and its immersion with like any sort of like Batman utility belt sequencing. And so I didn't want anything bulky like that. Went for something small. Often enough, less is more. All these are like aprons. Don't really care too much for them. Athletic disc player and towel. This is so funny. Is that a CD player? All right, wait. Let's talk about this though. I like that it could be a cantina. If there was like a cantina that can strap here, I would be very interested in it. Cantina. I like how it wiggles with the movement. So yeah, those definitely are headphones. Something that bothers me about being in the open world, like Orb Valis, Plains of Eidolon, etc., is that we can't change the music when we're doing anything Ventkit oriented. It's just the same repetitive thing. But we have, you know, frames that have music that you can change. There's instruments that you can use in the game. I would like there to be like a playlist that I can adjust if there's more Ventkit type K-Drive oriented stuff going on. I do like this. The athletic disc player and towel. I think it's cool. I definitely want to change this to be kind of like a dirty white towel. And maybe change the colors here. I wonder if the waistband has its own individual like color scheme. Something to think about. Just trying to get my feet wet here. Doing fashion is kind of overwhelming. Ooh, that's kind of cool. What is that? Upperfell Dune. Chimerist Apparel. Just a long, like, yeah, rug. Grunge skirt. Is that just a sweater tied around the waist? Okay. So out of those, out of all of the options that I've seen so far, this strikes me the most. But like with the way that the ears are protected, right? I don't see why you would prioritize a CD player in combat. If this was maybe a small pouch, I can understand that. You know, being able to pull some sort of potion or item that is a very rare value and has a massive impact on the game state can be a logical conclusion moving forward, and having a little pouch there is kind of cool. Yeah, so nothing there. Let's move on to the sigil. Not going to be doing anything with the sigil here, but I do want to look through all the options. You know what, too? I just want to see the sigil on B. Play around with it with a little bit of color. Because sigils can be shrunk or expanded, Vaporous Sigil. Huh. Where'd the sigil go? Well, what does this do? Does it just create an aura around me? My intensity for effects is kind of low. I bumped it up recently, but I don't see what this is doing. Maybe it's creating like a little gas cloud or something? I just don't see it. Oh well. Oh wow, there's way more than I expected. Huh. Okay, let's actually go back to A. If we were to change through this, what happens and what does it look like? I guess we can go backwards. Ooh, pulsating sigil, Wukong. The touch of alchemy leaves its mark, permeating the entire body. Lavos Chimea's signature sigil. I don't see it. You see it? Wonder why I'm not able to see it. Valkyr heirloom, pulsating. Pulsating, pulsating, rhino heirloom. Kome sigil. Let's speed up here. I have to get going pretty soon. So we'll keep updating this as we go. And we'll try to keep the title for these videos organized. Vahek. I wonder which sigil is the most used by the player base and why that would be the case. It would also have to depend on the experience factor of the players. Static reactor prime sigil. That's so cool. It like sends electricity throughout the character a little bit. Yeah, it spreads that electricity. That's kind of nice. Smoke. So many options. Scars of arbitration. Scar sigil. I wonder what the difference is between the Rift sigil. It looks a little bit like water. Rhino Palatine. Revelation Sigil. Rhea Orbitus. I'm trying to detect if there's anything that's really going to stand out that might be worth using. Prismathrax. Prisma Sigil. Prisma Lotus. These are all nice. Pizza Party. Phased Clan Sigil. I wonder if I'm ever going to redo the logo icon for the clan. Forget how you do that. I think you got to pay plat to make that happen. I wonder what this would look like once the logo's in place. Phased Clan Sigil. That seems pretty unique. Ostron Sigils. Only halfway through here. So we're going to finish up going through these sigils, and then we're going to call it quits for today. Just have some other things to do. We'll return to fashion the next time we play Warframe. Make sure that we get our operator and our drifter looking peak. Then we can just go back into categorically settling into the builds within our endgame. I gotta collect all the Day of the Dead skins. Oh, that Mastery Sigil. That's so bright, colorful. Could use a little bit of a placement somewhere else, maybe, or stretching. But it is nice. Lunar Tiger. Lotus Deliverance. That one's nice. Levantis. Legacy Mastery. That's kind of cool. Imminent Eclipse is nice. Oh wow, Hyena Sigil. So much pulsating, shiny. Humanity, Hounding Kubro, Hot and Fresh, Hostile Mergers, Holdfasts. Ooh, Gristrag, another shiny one. Grim Grin Nabarus. Oh, that's kind of delicate. I like that one. Glyphed Clan Sigil. Oh man, I want to get a. I want to upload a clan logo now. I wonder what it would look like to put that on my operator. A Gilded Clan Sigil. It's gotta look sick. It could be like a badge in the corner here too. Gaia, Fresh Slice, Freedom Fighter, Fractal, Festive. I've always loved this Festive Sigil. Eternal Stasis is cool. A nice little trick when doing sigils for anything is like turning them upside down and making them as large as possible. It can always inspire. A new way to use the sigils. Ember Heirloom Sigil. Drippy Sigil. Day of the Dead. Conqueror United. Pulsing. Conqueror. Community of Tenno has been a favorite of mine for frames in general. It's kind of a go-to for the Prisma look that I spam across all the characters. Cephalon Zamara Sigil is kind of bright. Kavia. Bloodshed. I know that this one looks better when you take off the opacity and change the color. You can still see it. Kind of shows up here, on and off. Just too light of a color and too much opacity. Ooh, Big Bites Pizza Sigil. Banshee, soprano sigil that has so much movement. That's cool. See, turning this upside down, hiking it up to the neck, like this will look completely different and offer a lot of nuance. Nice. Oh, a chord sigil is kind of cool too. Just that big glow in the middle. All right. Well, that's it for fashion. GG. We will continue this and little by little make progress towards perfection, eh? It's quite wild how much has changed. Change is good, progress is nice. We just have a lot of work to clean up the look and to get it back to where we once had it. It's harder and harder the more that I play and look at this operator, this version of this face. It's harder and harder for me to pinpoint what it was that I did in the previous iteration before those changes were made. I guess I can look through old VODs, but stumbling forward we will. All right, adios.